One of the most interesting problem spaces in all of AI, in my opinion, is how we actually interact with large language models. Sure, we have some of the most powerful open source models we've ever had access to, and tools like Cloud make it possible for practically anyone to have massive amounts of knowledge available right at their fingertips. However, the way we interact with them is still quite primitive. Essentially, it's limited to formatting English in different ways, sometimes using special closures to hint at what we want the machine to do. But AI-based startup in San Francisco called BRX AI is approaching this challenge from a completely different perspective. They have started to develop a new language that is specifically designed to be large language model first. The idea is to create a new way to interact with these models at a much lower level, some would say even below the tokenizer, which is pretty revolutionary. This brings us to the question: what are tokenizers, and how do large language models actually process information? By reducing the distance between English, the tokenizer, and the core model itself, we may unlock significant performance gains and enhanced capabilities. Such advancements could potentially lead to more efficient, intuitive, and powerful interactions with AI, pushing the boundaries of what these models can achieve. So what you are looking at now is an interview that Robert Scoble conducted with one of the engineers at BRX AI during an AI event in San Francisco. This interview is an exceptional example because not only is BRX a stealth startup, giving Robert a bit of a scoop, but also because what they're doing is truly novel. I'll link to Robert's full interview and his Twitter below if you want to dive deeper into his perspective. What's really exciting about this is that BRX is fundamentally rethinking how we interact with large language models. Obviously, there's chat and voice interfaces, and if OpenAI has done anything right, despite some recent missteps, it's that how we interact with these models directly impacts the user experience. One interesting comparison I can make is to the early days of Palm Pilots. There was a time when using Graffiti, a shorthand input method, was actually faster than typing individual keys on a digital keyboard. Similarly, BRX's idea is to create an abstraction layer, essentially a tokenizer that translates English into a more efficient form of communication with the model. This method allows for more context to be baked into fewer words, enhancing the model's understanding and response capabilities. If you are looking for a website where you can get all the latest news plus the latest AI tools, you can explore our website called simplifyai.in. Here, you can find things like AI-related magazines, a dedicated section only for trending AI tools, courses, and webinars. I've just launched a comprehensive course on my website that explores how to leverage AI tools for everyday tasks. Whether you are looking to enhance your Excel skills, create stunning PowerPoint presentations, or discover innovative AI tools for various applications, dive in now to transform your workflow and boost your productivity with cutting-edge AI solutions. I will provide the link in the description for your convenience. In a bit, we'll dive into the model that BRX is developing, which uses this technology as a foundational layer. What's particularly intriguing is that, even though they're still in stealth mode, they've begun previewing their tokenizer on their website, giving us a glimpse of what's to come. Understanding how tokens work in AI is one of the most fascinating and somewhat mysterious areas in the field. Tokenizers, the technology behind this process, are capable of doing remarkable things, like instantly converting base64 encoding into English without even needing to be told that it's base64. They can also compress data in ways that some of us still don't fully understand, and in some cases, haven't even discovered how they're accomplishing these tasks. Tokenizers are at the core of AI interface layers because they're the tools that take human language and convert it into inputs that large language models can process. They also reverse this process by turning the model's outputs back into human-readable language. The goal over time is that humans could potentially use this new language to communicate more efficiently with large language models, speeding up interactions and making them more intuitive. One of their developers, whom Robert interviewed, has provided some intriguing insights on Twitter. Although BRX is still in stealth mode, and we haven't seen the full extent of what they're working on, the developer described their new language as a breakthrough in machine language communication. Their mindset has been focused on creating a more efficient communication layer between humans and AI models. There's certainly more to come, and it's an exciting area to watch. To put it in simpler terms, if you've done any programming, you know that programming languages are essentially abstraction layers. They allow you to create logic that is then translated into a lower-level language like C, which in turn gets compiled into machine code. In theory, you could program directly in machine code, but abstraction layers make the process much more manageable. Similarly, BRX New Language aims to serve as an efficient abstraction layer between us and AI, optimizing how we communicate with and harness the power of large language models. Understanding and keeping track of how these processes work is incredibly difficult for humans, especially when they involve complex systems like compilers. While the core logic of large language models is rooted in linear algebra, our brains aren't naturally equipped to handle linear algebra computations. However, GPU and other accelerators are specifically designed for these tasks, and we've built interfaces that allow us to leverage their capabilities to extract knowledge from these models. The challenge with each interface layer is that we inevitably lose some energy, time, and performance. In theory, if we could significantly improve the efficiency of these layers, we could achieve faster and more efficient interactions with AI. This would not only enhance the performance of the models but also streamline the entire process of interfacing with them. BRX AI seems to be working towards this goal, and they hint at these advancements on their website. The idea is that by refining these interface layers, we can minimize the loss of efficiency and make the entire process more seamless, ultimately getting more out of the AI systems we're interacting with. On BRX website, they state that they're creating a universal format for token interaction across all AI models. The idea is that you build once and then run it in any compute environment. This is one of their long-term goals, but for now, they're primarily focusing on the tokenizer and what it enables. They're not sharing a lot of details at the moment, but what's interesting is that you can already use their prompt encoder, which is essentially their take on a tokenizer, using the language markup they've developed. For example, I used the prompt, "I'm traveling through space and need directions to reach the nearest star," and their encoded prompt turned it into, "IEO Turing mash space and reading direction allow arrange data sticks." What's funny to me is that this sounds a bit like the Belter language from The Expanse, which is also pretty cool. However, they're likely aiming for something much more complex and sophisticated. What do you think? Will this startup or prompt encoding have a future? Share your thoughts in the comments. So, this is Simplify AI, and I hope you like this video, and if you want more video on latest advancement on AI around the globe, you can subscribe our channel for future updates.